I am your tarot master who only has the Nash transformation, not the rainbow spiral shell. What's the marriage script the god of matchmaking has for you in this public divination? Now please choose the one with the strongest link to you from the following 3 instruction cards according to your first intuition. Hat. Have you made a choice? Let's look together. Hello? The treasure kids who drew the first group of instruction cards? This group of treasures got the marriage script just like the heroine in the Shuang doll. It's quite enviable. Firstly, the girls here are pretty attractive. At least it should be considered above average, top-level looks. And it's very likely that some of these girls would be the type who are more attractive because of their temperament than their looks, completely relying on their temperament for charm. And such girls are very popular among men, always having many admirers and suitors. Of course, among these many suitors is our male lead. That is your future husband. He fell in love with you at first sight, and after the first meeting, he will take your contact information and then launch a series of fierce pursuits on you. So I said at the beginning that this group seems to have gotten the cool female lead, right? Also, the boys in this group have a strong contrast in their attitude towards love. They care very much about feelings and are very attentive to the performers. They tend to believe in love at first sight, so they are the initiators in love relationships. Although girls are slow to heat up in love, even though they are of this opposite sex's tyrannical peach blossom physique, girls are not easily and quickly able to penetrate into a relationship. Girls in love tend to be more rational, slow to warm up, and pragmatic. Perhaps it's precisely because of this innate tenacity of women that they always have a firm grip on men in relationships. So the status of this group of boys in this relationship makes me feel like the youngest son of the landlord's family. This doesn't mean his IQ is really low.
He will
rather
only
be controlled by a girl
way.
and turn into a wife-obsessed man. It's quite good, including your temperaments, which are very complementary. The boy's temperament is more impulsive, and he has a quick temper. He is an extremist. But the girl's side is more rational and has a more stable state. The girl's temperament is not necessarily very lukewarm, but she's much more considerate and thoughtful than men when it comes to doing things. For example, boys are likely to take action in a situation. Think of me or just say it and do it. Girls on this side need to plan out 123 or think twice before doing so. The personalities of this pair of babies and future husband are completely complementary. In marriage, such complementary couples are usually very happy. Another one. This group may also be under some pressure from reality and love. For example, parents, or financial conditions, or remote locations, right, and so on. Oh, by the way, in this group, there are cases of long-distance relationships. Either you and your future husband are not from the same birthplace. Either you two have experienced this kind of long-distance relationships during your dating period, like you were born in the same place but had a long-distance relationship when you were in college. This is also reasonable. Or there is a situation where the boy went out to be a soldier. In any case, there is a factor of long distance in your relationship, even if it is only for a certain period. Another thing we can see is that the boys might feel hurt and frustrated because of the girls. I'm not sure if you guys were discouraged while pursuing or during the relationship, but anyway, you made it quite difficult for the foolish son of the landlord. You girls should be pleased because your future husbands would really, really like you. Whether it's during dating or in marriage, they are always quietly giving you the sense of security and belonging. Maybe it's because of love at first sight with you all. You're the people he has been chasing hard, or maybe he owes you in his previous life. It doesn't matter. Anyway, you can see that the boys are completely smitten. In this marriage, the girl is certainly very happy. She has found someone who loves and cares for her consistently. Really? Alright, that's my interpretation. I'm looking forward to your feedback. Bye-bye. Hello, Boz, who got the second group of instruction cards. This set of cards gives me the feeling that it's the story of the boss and the boss's woman. Your future husbands are the kind of men with dominant personalities. They are a bit macho, and they surely have the capital to be macho. This group of boys is very capable and respectable. A wealthy diamond king. You don't need to look at the family conditions of this boy. he is a very capable person. Moreover, most of these guys are the entrepreneurial type who end up being their own bosses. They are very ambitious in their careers, not the type who are family-oriented and prefer a warm home life. Here's a reminder that everything is a double-edged sword. A boy with ambition and ability to continuously expand his business map. It's completely unrealistic to expect him to be a house husband who can take good care of the family at the same time, right? Every advantage has its disadvantage. I think you should also be clear about this. At this age, either they are the same age or the boy is a few years older than the girl. The girl on this side can't be said to be completely dependent and gentle, but as I said before, she is the big brother's woman, right? The boss's woman is a big picture, considerate person, so the EQ of these girls is not bad, okay? You girls in this group are very wise, especially when it comes to giving your husband face in public, particularly when attending some events or gatherings. You purposely let yourself shine.
It feels like a couple performing a duet, showing that my husband is my sky, and I'm the woman behind his success. Such a feeling can be felt when you keep your own brightness to yourself. And the girls in this group will become more mature after entering the marriage, gentle and tolerant. So the greatest value you provide to each other in this marriage is emotional value. You can silently support him and accompany him, even if you can't help in his career. When he comes home, you're there waiting for him, making him a meal. She will feel very warm in her heart. I think this is also a point that boys value in girls. Of course, I don't mean that this group of girls will really become housewives after getting married and fully support their big brother. You may also have your own careers, but family matters will definitely take up more of your time. This is something you should have agreed upon before marriage. But I feel the issue that needs support is on the girl's side. I get the feeling she didn't especially love your husband when entering this marriage. You can't say you have no feelings for boys, then you definitely won't get married, right? But that doesn't mean you can't love this person. Entering this marriage with love as the primary condition. So, these girls might still be attached to someone else, even in the early stages of their marriage or within the first couple of years. Gives me this kind of feeling. This is also what I mentioned earlier that needs attention. Good, the above is my interpretation. Looking forward to your feedback. Bye. Hello. The bosses who drew the third set of instructions. You got the script of the cold older sister and her puppy younger brother's love story. Yes, you heard it right. This set is standard.
Kind of romantic
The
relationship
husband
boy
is
loves a
here,
younger brother.
and his love experience is not very rich. So at the beginning, to rhyme, I will describe him as a puppy. But actually his character is not the soft and cute type of younger brother. Sometimes you will feel that he is more stubborn. He is still the kind of boy who has his own opinions. But I can't just start by saying that she's a cold older sister with her giant puppy boyfriend. Or maybe a giant donkey, right? Sounds so strange. I can only say little puppy. Alright, let me pause my ball training and we will continue. Formally speaking, in the early stage of your acquaintance, the girl should like it more. And in the usual chat interaction, the girl is also more proactive. The character set of this group of babies is actually very aloof.
And they're not the type to fall in love easily.
Your standards are quite high, including you guys. But looking at the relationship with this boy, you were on top in the early stage. It might not necessarily be love at first sight, but the spark came pretty quickly after you met this person. Then the girls here often look for excitement and actively chat with the younger brother from time to time, right? But on the younger brother's side, it's really very pure. Haven't been in love a few times. I even feel that before meeting you. Never having a truly heartfelt love is that kind of unforgettable experience, isn't it? So in the initial period of getting along, the younger brother is relatively passive. And this group of girls take their initiative to chat and find opportunities. Some of you may think this is impossible. It's not meow. I know that your group treats love with a rather aloof character. But as I said before, this boy is an exception. Your initial impression of this boy is very good. No matter if you think he is cute, sincere, or unlike those men who have gone through many relationships. In short, in the early stage, you found some shining points on him. You think he is different from most of the boys you have met, and then you're attracted by him. So you will take the initiative However, the truly exciting part of your story is what comes after the two of you confirm your relationship. There will be a particularly big crisis at some point. I tend to think that you two will have a big fight, a very explosive one. Then the girls will be very upset.
Just say break up and adamant
Don't
about
stay
it.
together anymore. As I mentioned earlier, the boy's temper is not that bad. He is just a bit stubborn. Short distance, right? So the boys on the system also agreed, and then the two separated. After the separation, the girl was really in a hurt state. But the girl is very proud and values faith. She thinks she can't live without you. It's hard to find a man with two legs, isn't it? Without you, your old lady will find the next one. You say this side is just this state, then after the breakup, the boys are always very lost. In an unable to walk out state. Maybe often drink with friends or something. Meanwhile, the girls really began to look for other boys to chat with, right? They found other men with two legs. Why do I feel the more I talk, the more explosive your impressions are? But even though you chat, the girl still can't let go of the boy. So in the end, because of a certain trigger, you two reconciled. The aloof big sister finally married the little snow pair. Let's add a bit more about the character of these boys. These group of boys are really passive in love. They can easily start a relationship. Especially in the early stage, he will protect his heart very well, just like a little hedgehog. You're scared of getting hurt, but at the same time you admire it. And this group of boys has a very good literary style. I don't know if they studied humanities in school, but their writing is very organized. Another point is that the boy's family has a good economic condition and has good manners. So I tend to believe that the girl knew about these things before they got married. And we'll take these as a consideration point for marriage. That's pretty much it. That's my interpretation. Looking forward to your feedback. Bye.